Good evening, my little stocking stuffers. Tis I, the goddess, Adina, from West Marion County. Y'all ready to do a little reading with me? So glad to have you guys here. I say it all the time because I mean it. Welcome to all 320 of my subscribers, new, fairly new, OGs. I love y'all. I appreciate having you guys here. I appreciate your company. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your business when you contact me for your consultations and services. Also, you guys, if you need to contact me, my email address, which is my main method of contact, is always in the description of my videos. Beyond the Veil, Adina. Beyond the Veil, ADINA, at gmail.com is where you guys go to contact me for your consultations. They are $50 for an hour of my time. We can talk about whatever you like for a whole hour. You have me, my spirits, at your disposal for an hour. So that's that. And also, you guys, I do the juju. I do the spiritual services. I do not post them here on YouTube. However, I do post them on my Instagram page that I created just as a way to capture everything that I don't share here. So you guys, Beyond the Veil Adina, or at Beyond the Veil Adina on Instagram is where you guys can go to see some of my ceremonies, some of my products. Mostly everything that I do is custom. The things that I have right now that are already prepared and I'm willing to share are things that I created. They are traditional recipes, some of them, but I do consult my spiritual courts for things that I can add to recipes to make them my own. I do custom work based on what you need. So I will always say, start if you need services from me, please start with a consultation. Or, there are certain things that I have that you can just buy, like oils and juju, candle juju stuff. I have that stuff that you can just buy. You don't really need me or any big instruction on how to use those. But for other things, I recommend a consultation. I read your birth chart and the cards to get a full picture of what's going on with you. And then based on the consultation, if a service is required, then we start from there. All right. So now that all of that business is out of the way, now that you guys have already liked this video, because you already know before I start reading that it's going to be bomb. Now that you've already subscribed, I'm not talking about my current subscribers. I'm talking about you newbies who are here. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't wait until I go viral or blow up for being the next hottest psychic medium, and then you want to get on and catch the wave, because you never know what I'll be doing for my day ones. Say I blow up and my consultations are like $152 an hour, and my services, their numbers are in the 3 digits. Imagine if I do certain things for free or certain things half off for my subscribers, because I did. Just last week, was it last week or the week before last, I did a success, prosperity, and abundance ceremony for my subscribers for free. I don't know about them, but I got instant results. My other clients who I did the ceremony for that aren't my subscribers got instant results. Hell, when I was dressing the candles in my oil, I was at my friend's house, Natasha, on the farm, and her kids were there. And I had money oil on my hands, so I just walked through the house and had everybody touch my hands. And her son left. He was on his way to the store when I rubbed his hands down. He came back and was like, "Auntie, man, that money shit works." Because they don't even really, I am their introduction to the juju. They didn't even really believe too much in that, but he came back and was like, man, I left the house broke and I came back with $100. You guys, my sister is calling. I need to answer this. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm on TT duty tonight. I'm going to have the kids. So I am doing this reading on Dr. Jackie. Now, for those of you who don't know who Dr. Jackie is, she is a doctor on the Bravo reality show Married to Medicine. She is a celebrity OBGYN in Atlanta. She delivers all the celebrity babies in Atlanta. So Dr. Jackie is very well known, and she made some disparaging comments about Black women, exaggerating the level of pain they experience when they come to the hospital during their pregnancy. And to be honest, everybody was taken aback, but for me, I have been clocking Dr. Jackie's tea for a long time. I don't need the cards to read. I don't need these to read, you guys. These are glasses for me. They help. They're tools. But before I even thought of a tarot card, I had dreams and visions, okay? And I just knew things. From the first time, because I watched Married to Medicine from season 1 up until recently. I think the last season I actually watched all the way through was the season before, maybe 2 seasons before Dr. Contessa left. Not the season she left. I don't think I watched the season before she left. But the season before that, I think that might have been the last one. I didn't like when Mariah left. I liked Mariah. And I did not, from day one, like Dr. Jackie, because I pick up on subtleties that people typically can hide from other people about themselves. I'm really good at reading you, which is why I call people souls to the cards. Because energy, the energy surrounding a person, that's cute. But what does your soul have to say? Who are you in your soul? That's what I like to go for in the readings. And Dr. Jackie's soul gives me bitter, gives me spiteful at all the women whose vaginas she's had her hands in, delivering babies while consciously wishing, hoping, praying that it was her. I am not a mother. I have never delivered a child. So there are some things that I would never think to say. And to be honest, her comments rang like something that a man would say, because they too don't have the ability to bear children. Dr. Jackie can't have children. I've never heard a woman doctor ever critique women in their pain. That is something I have heard male doctors do. I've never even heard a white doctor, a white woman doctor say it, because typically women, most women have had children. And most women, Black or white, would never think to tell a woman that her pregnancy pains are being exaggerated or that they just want to get off of work. So what, Dr. Jackie? We are overworked. We are. And as women, we should have the luxury of being able to take it a little bit more easier, get a little bit more rest when we are incubating, growing a whole human being in our body. But you don't know nothing about that, Dr. Jackie. And your lack of compassion, I believe, before I even pull out the cards, stem from your inability to have children yourself and the bitterness, a little bit of resentment that you feel about it. I could be wrong, Dr. Jackie. This part right here is all my personal opinion about Dr. Jackie. And I always tell you guys that when it's my personal opinion, I will state that, because I never get the spirits and their truths confused with my personal opinion. So there is my personal opinion. And it's still not going to taint my reading with Dr. Jackie. However, I don't think I'm wrong. I think that my personal opinion about people stems from the things that I pick up, in their spirits. Because otherwise, I wouldn't care. I've said before that I've read very, very, very interesting people, and they're not my least favorite people. P. Diddy is not my least favorite person to read just because he's done bad things. I don't care. I mean, I care. Don't I take that back. But like when it comes to reading them, I don't like Erica Mena. And this is after reading her. I don't like her as a person. I don't like Trina as a person. Because based on what I've seen from their souls and their cards, and there was one other person that I always forget that I said I just don't like as a person, and I forgot, but I'll think of it. Dr. Jackie, I would like to know, what do you why do you feel that way? And what is your opinion of black women? That's what I want to know. All right. So before I start, I'm going to float water my hands again, and then I'm going to call Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jacqueline. Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jacqueline. She wants black women who may be side-eyeing her to remember to call her Dr. Jacqueline. For us who are coming for her because of her comments, we can't call her Dr. Jackie. We can't even call her Jackie. We have to call her Dr. Jacqueline to give her her respect, because she wants us to know that she knows better, because she's the doctor. She has the experience. Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jacqueline, Dr. Jackie, same person at the end of the day. Come, baby, come. I deal with hurt and unhealed people. So your scars, even the ones that you wear physically here, they don't scare me. They don't intimidate me, Dr. Jackie. You can place your arms down in here. Your titles, your degrees. You can take off your shoes in here. Sit Indian style on the floor with Big Mama. You don't have to lead with your defenses in here, Dr. Jackie. Something is missing from you that is nurturing. Now, I don't know if that may have come had you had children, or if that should be there already. But that's what you lack. Not to blame you for the infidelities of your husband, but your husband at some point missed the little bit of nurturing that you used to have. That went away. Methinks the more successful you became, the less nurturing you became. It seems as though when you lost your hope for having children, you didn't know how to channel that hopelessness. You channeled it into your career. You nurture your career, not the relationships around you. Dr. Jackie, your career is what you birthed. It came from your belly, your will. That is your baby. That's what you nurture. But there's no nurturing energy. I don't smell flowers around her. Dr. Jackie is here, but she came in very defensive. Her guards are up with black women right now because she knows that we're upset with her. And she's bucking back energetically, standing on her title, while black women collectively are standing on something that she envies them for: motherhood. The black women that are bucking back at you are mothers who have been through what you've only been able to help them through. Jackie is ready to go to war with black mothers. I don't need the cards for this. It's in my heart. It's right here. Jackie is ready to fight black mothers for calling her out, because she feels like, yeah, you may have went through it, but I've dedicated my life to knowing about it, knowing more about it than you. That's why you come to me to guide you through your pregnancy. How dare you try to tell me what's going on with you? You're emotional. And that's what you feel. It's pain heightened by emotion. But it's not really pain. If it was me, Dr. Jackie, I would go through the pregnancy without one complaint. Now, stepping outside of Dr. Jackie's energy, I have to interject, Dr. Jackie. It's cute to say what you would do when it's only a fantasy, when it's a desire. I desire $1 million. And in my mind, if I had $1 million, no other issue in life would exist. But in reality, people who have $1 million still have problems. And I cannot tell them what it's like to go through $1 million problems. I can wish I knew. Dr. Jackie, how do you really feel about Black women who can bear children? That's what I want to know about you. How do you feel about Black women? Especially the ones who can bear children, Dr. Jackie. I'm curious. Because I've heard you say quite a few hurtful and shady things to women that a lot of people haven't caught or don't catch. I do. I caught it all. Current energy, Dr. Jackie. Well, this is interesting. Two of Wands. This is usually my planning card. However, this is Dr. Jackie with her academia in her hand. She's cultured. She's intelligent. She's cultured. She knows things. She stands perched atop of her castle that she worked hard for to defend and build. These are flowers. These represent her working with women. OBGYN. I said I couldn't smell flowers around her. She works with women, flowery. Women, flowers are feminine. She works with women. That's how she makes her money. However, this staff is on top of here. You know what this tells me? Because this one goes all the way down to the ground. This one, though, this doesn't, or at least we can't see it. That was Jackie speaking. Because this one is almost behind her. She's never experienced this wand. But she's focused on this one. This is the one that she doesn't have her hand on. She always wanted this one. This is motherhood behind her. This is her career, though. It's what she had to hold on to because she could never be a mother. So she's basing her opinions and her views on something that she's never experienced, something that she's studied. She's peering at the waters of Yemaya, these fertile waters, from the lens of her career and her studies, not because of her experience. And she doesn't have the experience with this wand here to even speak the way she did to these women that she stands on top of based on her title and her position, her career. Challenging her are the comments and the retaliation behind it. Dr. Jackie, this is you. The antagonist with the two swords. These same two swords that are on these two wands. These are all the mothers back here that you've hurt and offended. Now, not only you, but the medical community. These are surgeries and C-sections, misdiagnoses, extreme pain and no treatment, no medication. And this is you looking back at them. Dr. Jackie, you know what this feels like? This almost feels like you enjoy seeing women in pain and hearing them complain about pain. It's almost vengeance for you, because they are able to do something you can't. How dare they complain? Now, Jackie, you know, because you've seen all these women and all of their medical conditions, you've seen malpractice when it comes to Black women. However, your statements are rooted in bitterness and envy. Logic, brain, regurgitated opinions from white male doctors. I wonder if any of the husbands on the show, your male counterparts who aren't even female doctors, would have even thought to say something like that, would have even thought to question a woman's pain. None of them would have. But you, Dr. Jackie, you and your masculinity, because even women who aren't able to bear children still have nurturing in them. A lot of them do. I do. It's why I have a channel full of subscribers. And it's why my life is filled with clients, customers, and strangers who approach me every day and see God in me. They see compassion, empathy, and nurturing. How do children and animals feel around you, Dr. Jackie? That's a great litmus test. How does she feel with children and animals, especially animals? More swords, Dr. Jackie. More twos. Recent past, you have made a lot of comments that were overlooked. And I'm going to have to say this, Dr. Jackie. You know exactly what you were doing when you made hurtful comments. This is you throwing stones and hiding your hands, but being very well aware of what you're saying and what you're doing to women and why you are that way, especially with Black women, because you would have never said that to a white woman. If they came in there and said they were in pain, you would never think to question them. If they came in there and said, oh, I just don't want to go to work, you'd probably be surprised that they work anyways and would agree that they don't deserve to work. Black women, to you, Dr. Jackie, deserve that pain that they feel, which is why you don't mind ignoring it. Yeah. Now, Dr. Jackie, this card to me often in health readings are cancers, moon cards, women cards. This could be someone else coming out and saying, well, Dr. Jackie also said this. Dr. Jackie also said this behind the scenes. This could be people coming from the woodworks exposing other things you have said. This could be you bringing up your cancer and how it took away your ability to be a mother. If you apologize for your insensitive comments, it will have something to do with your cancer. Worst case scenario, you may need to visit your doctor. I know you've beat it, But if this that has nothing to do with you being exposed for other disparaging things that you said, or people coming out of the woodworks to expose you for being the real villain, the real evil person, not heavenly, then you may also, Dr. Jackie, need to go and revisit your doctor. As above, the star of the show, Dr. Jackie, you're concerned with how people are going to feel about you. You're concerned about this affecting your businesses. And not only that, Jackie, but you relished in being the star of the show. Rather, the people made you the people's champ. The women made you the people's champ. The producers, the executives, Bravo put you up on a pedestal because you're good for business. You're the most legit, the most thorough. You have the most renown, the most celebrity clientele. You're a good look for Bravo. So it's been lucrative for Bravo to do business with you, to make you the clean and squeaky face of the show, above all the BS, because you are the candy. You're the legitimate businesswoman that they partner with. So methinks that production has hid things that you have said, done, or they've cleaned up things to make you look good, because even the show, even Bravo, the network, needs you to look good. They have business dealings with you outside of the show. So below, Jackie, your hopes and dreams were always to be a mother. You wanted to be a mother more than you wanted to be a doctor. Jackie, your advice is to check on your health. Check on your health. Get your money in order. If I clarified this, which I will, because I like to make sure that I'm giving you the right advice or current positions, I think that you are also thinking about how this will affect your business on the show, how this will affect your image, and how this will affect your OBGYN business. Think about all the women who are going to be too afraid to come to you now because they feel like you will neglect them if they say they're in pain. Take stock of your accounts, Jackie. Take stock of your books. Check your finances. Check your health. Make sure everything is in order. There might be some shakeups for you. External energy, Jackie. Somebody's plotting on you behind the scenes. I think you're going to be exposed by somebody on the show. Customers, clients, past, present. Somebody's plotting, Jackie. Somebody who was waiting to be able to expose Jackie because somebody has had enough of Jackie. Your hopes and fears is your money, Jackie. You fear losing business and clients. The Hierophant as your outcome. I see like a panel discussion. I see the network coming in to help Dr. Jackie redeem herself. Some kind of discussion about the medical community, some kind of educational moment. Dr. Jackie, you've had it so good. You've had it so good. You've had it so good with your relationship with someone, I think at the network, that you weren't expecting this to happen to you. You weren't expecting old comments to resurface. Now, who did that? Maybe it was Heavenly. Maybe Heavenly is tired of you. Maybe Heavenly wants to be the big box hog. And now that you thought you was using her to attack everybody else, and she let you think that, maybe Heavenly was playing the long game. And maybe now she's throwing you under the bus so she can take the main spot. I don't know. Where do I want to start? I want to start with your past, the Two of Swords. I'm curious about that. Dr. Jackie, these are things that you have said. Now, me thinks that the first thing that comes to my mind is Buffy. How you were even so reluctant to apologize to her for putting her on blast at that party when you clocked her fertility issues. And then acted legally blind and obtuse and tried to gaslight her when she was upset and called you out about it. That was disgusting. To me, that was disgusting. And that was one, I think that might have been the last season I watched the show, the season with Buffy. I couldn't take Dr. Jackie after that, to be honest. I could stomach her before that, the gaslighting, but honey, I couldn't after that because that was hurtful. My whole 20s, I spent dragging myself for filth because I was married and wasn't able to give birth. All miscarriage aside, all DNC aside, because I wasn't able to get pregnant again and I wasn't able to actually deliver a baby. I drugged myself my entire 20s. It might have been around 28, 29 when I started approaching my 30s where I start to feel like, you know what? It is what it is. And I cannot go through life beating myself up anymore. It was too heavy. I was too depressed, suicidal, trying to figure out why I wasn't woman enough. Jackie, those things, you don't even, because me thinks nobody ever came at you that way. Nobody made you feel bad about not being a mother. Even if they gossiped about it behind their back, saying, thank God Jackie ain't got no kids because she'd never be around to raise them. I ain't say it, but I can hear it if some people said it. Those comments where you threw stones and hid your hands, knowing exactly that you were throwing stones. You hurt Buffy so bad. And you leveraged your position in the group instead of apologizing to her and taking back what you said. You leveraged your position. You knew that you was going to be there and she wasn't eventually. You knew that Buffy wasn't going to be around. Jackie, you liked what you said. You enjoy inflicting pain on people when you feel triggered. And that's where you hit people. You're like that with women, though, not with men. Near future, what is this moon in reverse? Go to the Dr. Jackie. Now, it'd be crazy if another one of your husband's side chicks or something like that, or ex-side chick come out and starts talking about the way your husband feels about you. Especially in regards to not being able to give children. I think this is Buffy, because she's an attorney, and this is the Queen of Swords. In the near future, Buffy will probably come out and talk and revisit her experience with Dr. Jackie in that instant that I was just talking about. Dr. Jackie, some people want to expose you in more ways than one. I think I see Buffy here, who wants to also, like I said, revisit her experience with you. There's somebody else though, Dr. Jackie. Somebody else wants to expose you. And I don't think that they're related to the show directly. Advice. Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands in reverse. Black women. Judgment in reverse. Dr. Jackie, black women are your main clients. I think that you are going to be... See, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be sending emails or something to all of your current clients. Trying to make it right. One more card for the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Jackie, you're concerned about black women because the black community is how you make your money. White women are not letting you dig around in their chochas and deliver their babies. So Jackie is going through her ledger, going through her books, going through all of her current clients, seeing, you know, I think she's calling out to people, confirming appointments, making sure nobody cancels them. Jackie is trying to save her business right now because she knows that she offended black women, and that is her clientele. High Priestess reversed. Jackie, I think that someone is getting ready to talk about their experience. I think that these are customers, patients of yours in the past who came to you in a lot of pain and left disappointed. I believe that what's brewing in your external energy are disgruntled patients that may have had some of these experiences with you. Some women are going to say they came to you for help and were done wrong. Somebody might say that they left your care and something happened to them as soon as they left you and had to go back into the hospital. You should have offered something because something wasn't done right the first time, but this person still had to come back and pay for you to go back and fix what you messed up. Something like that, possibly. That's what it looks like in your external energy. The Hierophant, final outcome. The Fool. Nine of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Why does this look like a delivery special? Why does this look like us watching you deliver babies and how you interact with women patients? This could be like an educational something. This could be something that Bravo films as an educational piece slash PR slash cleanup on aisle 6. Not sure exactly what the Hierophant is because it could mean a lot of things. Definitely a hospital, doctor's office. It could be Bravo. Let me just ask really quick, and then I'll close this out. What was the Hierophant in Dr. Jackie's outcome? Why is the Hierophant in Dr. Jackie's outcome, final outcome? Four of Cups. Five of Cups. I don't know why I feel a panel discussion of some sort or something educational to help clean up Dr. Jackie and also let her clean up what she said in her nice academia Dr. Jackie way. Something about white doctors, black women, black care, educating women on how to, advocate for themselves. That's her thing. So that, I don't know. But it'll have something to do with either Bravo helping Jackie clean that shit up some kind of way. That's what's going to happen. Jackie's going to try to clean that shit up some kind of way and stand on her medical expertise. Regardless of what you women say, she will find a way to stand on what she said, but a little less Jackie, more Dr. Jacqueline. She gonna say I said what I said, but it'll be in a way where it's just like, this is an educational moment for all of us to show black women how to take, something like that. And that's my Dr. Jackie reading. Dr. Jackie, make it right with the Divine Mother before she makes it right with you by the way of spinning the block health-wise. This is not me speaking it onto you. I have seen this in my family because I'm a healer and I come from a family of healers and people with the spiritual gifts. And one thing we always drive home, because I have a family full of women. My grandmother died from breast cancer. We have all kinds of health issues in my family. And because we're also spiritual, we always believe that the root to physical ailments are emotional, spiritual, mental traumas and ailments. So one thing that we attribute to reproductive cancers in women, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, is unforgiveness to other women. Mothers, sisters, cousins, things like that. Holding bitterness, resentment, jealousies, all of those toxic energies and emotions turn into toxic environments for the body. And it turns into a breeding ground for real physical parasitical viruses and ailments in our bodies. So Dr. Jackie, what I want you to do is deal with all of that bitterness, that jealousy, that anger, that resentment towards God. Because it's not the other women. It's not black women. And this isn't just about black women and for being able to be mothers. You inherently, I see this in you, Jackie, you already had a better than thou attitude towards black women. You already do. You already did. Your position in life elevated you above your community already. You look down on the doctors around you. So, Dr. Jackie, if my best advice to you, coming from a nurturing place, because I could drag you for filth. but you need nurturing. You need it. You don't need to be dragged right now. You need somebody, you need a big mama to drag you in love. So let me tell you this, Dr. Jackie, with love. Fix what's going on the inside before the divine mother decides to stand up for all of her daughters, childbearing daughters that you offended. The divine feminine is offended. Jackie, my advice to you is to apologize to Black women for neglecting them. Apologize to Buffy. Apologize to all the women around you personally, who you've personally offended intentionally. And then forgive God. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the resentment that you feel, because even if you are angry at God, you don't know why that was withheld from you. You don't know. You don't know. Ain't no use in being angry about the way we are made. Do something about it, or accept your limitations. Do something about it or accept your limitations. But what you can't go through life doing is spewing back that venom back onto women, because return to sender energy is real, Dr. Jackie. Return to sender energy is real. And with that being said, shout out to all my baby mamas watching this, whether you are married or not. To my baby mamas, may God bless you for being able to continue to multiply on this earth what God placed us here to do. God bless you for being able to incubate, birth, carry a whole nother person in your bones, in your organs, being shifted around on the inside, having extra energies being pulled from you, and still having to get up and show up for the real world, because you have to survive. I have a family full of women. Ain't no way that I could have not did this reading and not gave a shout out to women, gave a shout out to the divine feminine, gave a shout out to womanhood. May all of your flowers bloom in their season. I pray fertility and blessings and abundance on every woman who desires to give birth. For every woman who desires to be a mother, I pray that God makes a way for you to do so, either by natural means, or that he bless you with the finances and the resources to go out and get it any other way you feel necessary. And let me tell you something also. Dr. Jackie is right. We do have to advocate for ourselves. But that means not putting too much trust in anybody, Black or white. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to have your back like you have your back. So Dr. Jackie is right, and let her be a cautionary tale that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. You think you going to a black doctor because they'll take better care of you, and you get somebody like Dr. Jackie. So yes, advocate for your own self. Lest you put too much trust in someone who has the same skin color as you and find out that they have a different soul color than you. Love you guys.